Moses is not a small boy anymore. He is grown up. He is a prince and lives still in the palace of King Pharaoh. But still he doesn't forget that he belongs to the Israelites. And one day he goes to see his brothers. He sees how they need to work as slaves. Terrible. Oh, look what's happening there. Moses sees that one of the servants of King Pharaoh is beating an Israelite. Moses becomes so angry. He looks around himself. No one sees him. Then he beats the Egyptian. He kills him. Quickly he hides the body in the sand. So, no one will know. No one? But what about God? He sees everything we do. The next day, Moses goes again to see his brothers. But what does he see now? Are two Israelites fighting with each other? He says to the one who's wrong, "What are you doing?" The man answers, "Ha! Are you my judge? Or do you want to kill me, like you did with the Egyptian yesterday?" Then Moses is shocked. When they know it, then also King Pharaoh will hear it. He can't stay in Egypt any longer. And he flees out of the country. And indeed, when King Pharaoh hears about what Moses has done, he said, "You need to kill him," to his servants. But they can't find Moses. He ran away to a country called Midian. There is Moses in a foreign country sitting at a well, lonely. He thought he could rescue the Israelites from their suffering. Did it work to kill an Egyptian man? No. When you do things that God doesn't want you to do, you see what's the result. Why didn't he put everything in the hands of the Lord? He can rescue his people from suffering. Look, there are 7 girls coming with their sheep. They want to water their flock. But then also other men came, and these shepherds, they say, "We want to be the first ones, go away." But Moses says, "No, the girls were the first ones here." Moses chases the shepherds away, and he helps the 7 girls to water their flock. These 7 girls are sisters. Now they can go home quickly. When the girls come home, their father says, "How can you be so quick today?" Then the girls tell him about the Egyptian man at the well who helped them. Then the father says, "But why didn't you invite him for a meal? Please, quickly, invite him." The father of the 7 girls is a priest. He says to Moses, "You can stay with us." He even gives one of his daughters to Moses as a wife. Now Moses lives in the foreign country. Will he still think about his family in Egypt? God remembers his people. King Pharaoh died, and the Israelites, they are still slaves, working so hard every day. They cry out to the Lord and say, "Please, Lord, rescue us from this kind of life." God always hears the prayers of us. He will help in his own time. God never forgets his promises. And do you still remember the promises that he made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob about his people going to the promised country? And what will God do with Moses? He is now just a shepherd in the desert.